I flooded the mez last year.
How much water did you waste?
A lot of water.
Tell us about it.
Well, this was about December 24th, winter break, everybody's moving away, everybody's happy. And I'm procrastinating on my dishwashing duty. And so, I like to dance, to my techno music while I wash my dishes. So, put on my headphones, bring one batch of dishes to the kitchen, put it in the sink, water's running, and I realize I forgot some other dishes in my room. So I'm like, I'm gonna run, leave the water on, be back in a jiffy. And I wasn't back really in a jiffy because when I come back here, I see the whole kitchen is full of water. It's all flooded. And I realized that my dishes were covering the sinkhole here and it was just terrible, And I didn't know what to do and I panicked because I was just wasting water and this is just really not a good thing. I was being a very, very bad person. And so,
What did you learn from this experience, Dima?
I learned that I should not waste water. It's a big no-no.
Will you waste water in the future?
No.
Will you flood the mez again?
Not the mez, but maybe the third floor.
Do you leave the water faucet on when you're brushing your teeth?
Yeah, I do.
Did you know you could waste 4 gallons of water every time you brush your teeth?
No.
Do you keep the water running when you shave?
Yeah.
Did you know that 95% of the water you use ends up going down the tap and back into the sewage system?
Really? I didn't know that. Just have to turn it off sometime.
Yellow.
Yes.
Do you start the shower before you get in?
Yes.
Know that running the shower for just 1 minute can use up to 10 gallons of water?
Oh, hello there.
Do you flush twice each time?
Yeah, I do. Why? Do you ask?
Did you know that each flush uses up 3 gallons and people around the world uses up to 3 gallons a day?
Oh my god, I did not know that. Now I feel bad.
Water conservation is one of the most important issues facing the world in the 21st century. As developing countries continue to rise, pressure on the world mounts, and population continues to increase, water conservation will become increasingly important in this century.
The most pressing issue facing the developing world, rural communities in particular, is lack of access to clean water. Many rural communities are surrounded by broken water wells and dirty sources of water that line a lengthy track to clean water sources. A variety of sustainable solutions are needed, one of which are ceramic water filters. These filters are low cost, low tech, easy to make, and suitable for family homes. They can turn dirty water into potable drinking water. The filters can also prevent diseases contracted from dirty water, one of the biggest obstacles in the current conditions of
Now, as Alfred mentioned before, third world countries, sometimes the people there have no choice but to drink contaminated water. Contaminated water can lead to a host of diseases. One of the most common is diarrhea. Now, diarrhea, you might not think it's a lethal disease, but actually, out of the 4 billion cases that occur every year, approximately 2 million people die.
In addition to issues surrounding access to clean water in the developing world, water conservation is a serious problem now facing the developing world. In New York City, new efforts have been undertaken and are being undertaken currently to fix this problem.
On the national level, there is the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, which passes regulation laws that all states and cities have to abide by. But these laws aren't necessarily a one-size-fits-all. New York City is home to over 8 million people, and such an urban city needs a special kind of water system that accommodates both the national standards and the people's needs. New Yorkers have contributed to the cause by way of taxes, but there are other ways for city residents to help out. The city's Department of Environmental Protection has made efforts over the decades to ease the financial burdens, along with programs and initiatives to help sustain the city's water supply.
New York City, as one of the world's leading cities, has the responsibility to set the standard for other cities around the world when it comes to green technology and sustainability. Water conservation, in particular, is significant in New York City, and New York City has done a tremendous amount of legislation in order to ensure that water sustainability will continue into the 21st century. New York City has required that all dual-flush toilets must be installed in commercial buildings and in residential homes alike. It is required that water fountains must be reformed so that there is a place for disposable water bottles to be refilled. And it is required that all leaks must be maintained. But as the torchbearer for change, New York City must do more. It must bring waterless urinals to all commercial buildings. And it must bring automatic hand faucets to all homes. New York City has the potential to bring the rest of the world into the 21st century. But first, it must make that decision itself.